Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-do-do-do. There we go.
To assist these functions, it just gets the surface that we're currently sliding on. So these three functions here.
That's what we're going to do. Oh, right. I forgot to log into the Get server. Okay. So let's go over things that we need to do. One, we want to go into standing mode because I feel like standing. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we've got this. We're going to start by going over a couple different things here. All right, so one of the things that we really want to do is have a jetpack system, which I'm going to make different than flying.
Our own functions. I just
So we're going to make these functions here. Do-do-do. There we go. We don't need to worry about get slide surface replicate for that one because, well, we're not actually going to end up using something like that.
use these to sort of assist the slide mechanic. This function, the fizz function, if you watch my architecture video, then you'll know about fizz functions.
I almost wonder if we can actually, let's actually test something out here, right? We get this, right? There it is. Fly physics. I wonder if fly physics is virtual. Oh, it is. What is fly physics? Delta time, min tick. Restore pre. Not hazard. If B cheap flying and calculate velocity, delta time, friction. If fluid, true. Get max braking direction. Apply root motion velocity. B just teleport. Ported false. Like maybe it is, and we can just override this. I don't know. Let's actually just do it ourselves. I'm going to start though by actually straight up copying out the jetpack bases. Boom, done. Come get some. Get physics volume. Why is this incomplete? There we go. Okay, so now flying is the same. Is swimming. Is walking. Here we go. Ah, look at this. Woo, hooey. Now this I could have like sprinting be a mode now if I wanted to, and I just essentially have sprinting just literally as a call for biz walking, right? And then we just have the return for max speed.
Make sure you kind of understand what I'm doing here. But this phys function is the actual part of the system that is required for every movement mode. So every movement mode needs a physics function to define how that movement mode behaves. And for us, that's going to be typically it's phys and then the name of your movement mode. So phys slide, and then it always has to take in this delta time and these iterations. So we're actually going to start implementing these from the bottom up, unintuitively as that may sound. So get slide surface. It's a pretty simple function. It's basically just a wrapper for a line trace. So we're going to just define, we're going to start the line trace at the component's location, kind of center of the component. Then we're going to end at 2 times the half height down. So this is the line we're creating. And then we're just going to do that line trace and just return the result because it already returns a boolean anyway. Also, you might have noticed this guy. I think I did this off camera between this episode and last, but this is a function I'm calling on the Zippy character owner that I made. I like to make this for every character I make. It's just a nice little helper function called get ignore character params. So anytime I'm doing like a geometry collision test, I can call this helper function that will just create a collision query params variable that automatically ignores the character and all its children. So if you don't know about like collision checking and you don't know about the query params and ignoring actors, don't worry about this. But you should have this. This just makes sure that
if you're going to do this, I'd almost suggest trying to do it as a like this could be a macro, and it'd be more performant because you don't have to go in and out of a function, or in this case a method, right? And because you're not going in and out of it, you end up saving time on pushing onto the stack, pulling off the stack, doing returns and jumps and stuff like that. It's not a huge performance thing, but there's really not a whole lot of point in not. It still looks like a function, right? Or a method when you're calling it, but you just pass in the data that you actually need, and then it just slots it in. So macros are good that way. That's why you see a lot of macros in. That's why there's a lot of macros in game development, is because they are more performant than doing it the traditional way, we'll say.
The line trace doesn't hit the as what is the slide. I'm going to define a couple parameters that will characterize how our slide works. So these 4 parameters are pretty self-explanatory. The slide min speed just says what is the minimum speed required to slide. So if you're below that speed, you can't slide. You can't maintain slide. What is this enter impulse? This is a boost in velocity that you get as soon as you enter a slide. The gravity force is the amount of force applied to keep the player against the ground, and this also affects how fast a slope will change your velocity when you're sliding down a slope. And then the slide friction affects how slow or how fast you lose the velocity as you slide on a surface. So now let's implement this function, which again, like this is the meat of the slide mechanic. This is where all the movement takes place. So it's kind of a lot, and there's unfortunately a decent amount of boilerplate here, but I'm going to go over it. Hopefully this should all make sense, and you should also hopefully be able to learn kind of how a movement mode is supposed to work, so that you can like take this and make new movement modes other than just sliding. So first thing, some boilerplate here. We're just making sure that the delta time we're given is not less than the min tick time. This is, I mean, a lot of this code I'm going to show you is like in a movement mode. You should probably use this line to make sure this all works correctly. So this next chunk is the slide, and also if we are traveling under the slide speed, the minimum slide speed, or we're just going to say they also want the friction. So we need rotation matrix struct wall. You want
this is for all intents and purposes like just actually just re-implementing what I've already copied and pasted out. So this is the physics stuff.
These 2 functions now.
Here's where we matter.
Basically, when we enter a slide, we're going to set wants to crouch to true. The reason why we're doing this is because the slide state is still going to be a crouching. We're still going to be in crouch. So crouching is kind of weird. Crouching is not a separate movement.
Did I make these?
Through and look at each part and sort of recognize and this line. These are the only 2 places that the component is actually still going to be a crouching. We're still going
to be okay.
And these 2 functions now. Basically, when we enter a slide, we're going to set wants to crouch to true. The reason why we're doing this is because the slide state is still going to be a crouching. We're still going to be in crouch. So crouching is kind of weird. Crouching is not a separate movement mode, at least the way that Unreal Engine defines it. Crouching is just like its own sort of boolean. You can be in any movement mode and be crouching. Obviously, it's only really valid for like walk.
Okie dokie. We don't care about the happy. We don't have a crouch, so it doesn't matter. But we want the sprinting. B wants to. Oh, sorry, what did we call it? Not, it was request to sprint. Request to start sprinting. I should probably say B. But if I do that, I need to do this. We're going to refactor, rename, B. B request to start sprinting equals false. The reason why we want to do that is because if you are coming out, then you want to be able to do that. There you go. I'm going to probably change how sprint works. So sprint is just a mode that you can call through custom modes. And then I don't think that I need to do a cast, which would be nice. Oh no, I think I still need to do a cast because you can't change. I don't know. I'll have to double check. Anyways.
Walking by default, we're gonna make it valid for sliding because crouching as it's defined is basically just changing the height of the capsule. So we want to kind of piggyback off the crouch mechanic because we do want the capsule to be shortened while we're sliding. So technically while you're sliding, you're also crouching. But it's the movement of that is going to be different because we have to find a different physics function. We're not using phys walking, which is the movement mode for just like default walking. We're also going to have this line. This line is applying that enter impulse. So it's just going to get the horizontal component of velocity, or sorry, just non-vertical. So just remove the z component and then times our enter impulse. And then we're going to set the movement mode to be move custom, c move slide. So you can see now how I wanted to make it, how I want to follow the naming.
This is the one that we cared about. Set movement mode. Move custom. Ooh, sorry. Beautiful. I'm also going to do this for sprinting, I think. Is this the Fizz walking? Yeah. Do, 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 do. Okay. There's the start sprint, exit sprint. We'll worry about that later. This just be request to what? Did I get that wrong? We'll come back to this later. Just don't even worry about it.
So how this function works is first we're passing in the movement mode, not the custom movement mode, the movement mode. So this is a predefined Unreal Engine enum. You can see all the movement modes here. From non-walking, nav-walking, falling, swimming, flying, and custom. Custom is the catch-all. So like it says, it includes many possible sub-modes. Ours, the only one we have right now is sliding. And then we can pass in our custom movement mode here. And this is just being taken as a uint, but for us, that's going to be an enum that is going to control which custom mode we're in. So this sets the movement are going in that we're sliding on. But as soon as we exit the slide, we want to make the capsule vertical again. So that's what these lines are doing here. And then functions that are not save architecture of the character move of the spine, a new save.
Stop. Hey, it's been a while. I think maybe. We'll assume. We'll assume. It has been a while. All right.
Move variable. Actually, our first save move variable that's not a flag. So this is a save move flag, and this is going to be put into the compress flags. This is not going to be a flag. This is not going to be replicated at all. But it's important to the state of the movement logic. It's important to what gets executed. So we do want it to be saved.
Back on Twitch, right?
Trev wants to crouch, or just the previous value of wants to crouch. And yeah, basically we're just storing the previous value of a flag. So not a big jump, but we're just.
I'm still on Twitch. The reason we're doing that right now.
We want to get this edge detection where we detect if the flag, if the wants to.
I'm also on YouTube
false, now true, or vice versa. We can detect like when it's flipped.
Was it YouTube? Oh yeah. I guess I was it 3 years ago that I actually started doing YouTube? Let's go take a look at this. I'm kind of curious. No, it was live. 3 years ago. Holy shit, yeah. Flutter stuff. I really gave it a try for a while. There's just so many issues with with YouTube. I think I was I think I was doing multi-streaming for a little bit back in the day. I don't remember. I might not have. But yeah, no, I've been doing L.A.P.D stuff. You actually played that? Oh, fuck. I don't even know what happened to that. The code stopped working.
The reason, so like we wanted to pick when it's flipped, right? But you might just think like we have this function crouch pressed. This is the event that is flipping the flag. Here, it's flipping the flag. Like this is the event. Can we just like execute our code right here? Like why would we make a new variable to detect this event when we have the function call here? The reason is because this gets called on the client when the client presses the C key. It does not get called on the server, and it does not get called on any simulated proxies that are simulating this character. So we need to store this previous value to kind of recreate that crowd. This is the safe prefix. This is the way.
I'm gonna skip through some of this because I'm actually not going to have like.
And CPD, otherwise, immediately flip the.
Wait, where's the physics
the
stuff?
second time, B monster crouch is gonna be false.
Their physics stuff is a bit more advanced. Like he's doing something a bit more advanced than what I really want.
Visualize easier, like sprint. Another thing you can see, I'll come over to this over here. You can see one cartoony maybe, but crouching is mostly the previous excuse to not implement crouching in mid. It's all done. We have pretty much fully implemented sliding. So let's hop into the editor and check this all out. Quick note here, I pasted these functions into the protected section of the class. These are supposed to be public functions.
Oh, I am working on this. I've been contracted to wait, am I not on Twitch? Huh, it didn't send over to Twitch for some reason. Weird. Weird. It only sent to YouTube. I'm just gonna bump this up just a little bit there. So I got a little bit more headroom.
Functions. All right, so
he's gonna try this. It's gonna fail because he hasn't actually linked the.
So that we can visualize easier like what the character's actually doing when they're sliding. Otherwise, it just kind of looks like a weird walk.
So this is gonna fail because he hasn't actually linked the fizz for his slide up to the custom fizz engine selection system thing, and I can't remember how to do that. So that's really what I'm looking for.
Give you an idea of what it would look like, but maybe it's all together. So anyway, here we are. We can crouch. This is my crouch animation, mostly just a pose basically. Walk around, sprint from last video, and then when we're sprinting, if we double tap C, we go into a slide.
Ah, damn it! He fixed it.
That makes ground mechanic. We've implemented it, and so yeah, sort of the same switch. This thing makes it pretty quickly. So I recommend doing stuff.
There it is. What was it? It was Biz Custom. Protected, okay. What am I doing on this? Nothing. Okay, we're removing this. I don't think this is really doing anything, is it? You inspiring me to attempt to make games when you were on Unity, but all I had was a crappy little laptop. Oh man, that's like all of like a couple of streams, wasn't it? Before I switched off of Unity. Uh, I like switched off Unity like almost immediately. I don't understand why this doesn't want to work for me. Unreachable. Because wait. What? No. Okay, so this is a uint, right? Yeah, uint. Now I've got this. So have you been making games? I wonder if this will even work. No, not yet. I just recently got a proper PC about 2 months ago. Okay, so uint 8. It's still saying that jetpacking is unavailable. It's like, no, you may not. uh, you should, what type of game do you want to make? I can't remember anymore. It's been so many years, right? Kind of Flappy Bird without, score system or death. But yeah, hey, that's still progress, right? Um, there it is. I used to be a horror games and story games. Now I'm thinking something like Amnesia. Isn't that just a horror game? Like Amnesia Dark Descent, that's a horror game. Unless it's a different one. The Bunker? I'm unfamiliar. This still looks like a horror game. This is definitely a horror game. This guy has his custom movement mode, that stuff, but he's able to use a switch statement using custom movement mode and then use his. Oh, maybe I need that. Maybe that's it. Let me go to his code. I think I've got it open somewhere. Oh, you know what? It might be because he's got them all actually there, right? Unreachable code. It's supposed to be a U int. This is supposed to be 1. Unreal Engine enum set values. You know what? I did this a while ago. So I guess mostly only moved off of story games. It's fine. Story games are fun. Where's my door stuff? Oh, there they are. There. Okay, so we have an equals. All right, let's. It's still not doing it. What did he do differently? God damn it. This is only going to run if we actually are here, right? So here we'll just do that. Still, annoying as all bloody hell. And if I'm doing that, I might as well just skip it all together, right? It's so annoying. Yeah, this was the only part I didn't enjoy about making games. The it works, I don't know why. It doesn't work, I don't know why. Yeah, sounds about right. I do custom. It's not really what I want, but okay. I kind of want to have a custom movement mode change thing that actually calls the correct thing. Look at that. So we go here, then here. We get rid of this. Come up like that. Oh, look at this. It's beautiful. I'm going to move this down and this up. Then we're going to remove the gameplay effect. Actually, you know what? We're going to keep it. We're going to change this. Wish there was a button that just made your code work. Oh, that would be too easy. We're going to temporarily scrap that, and then we're going to come down here, and we're going to do the same thing that we had here, except for here we're going to say change movement or movement mode. And I think that's it. Now, if this works, oh wait, we need a couple more things here. We're going to go to here. Jetpacking. Jetpacking, and then we're going to come over to our player character. We're going to come to here and go AG. There we go. Play. This is either going to work or it's not. Oh wait, I should probably put a ramp for me to like walk off of. Sorry. I need a shape. I thought there was more shapes. Hmm. So good. Okay, ramp. There we go. Close enough. There we go. Fly works. It worked. Winning. Okay, so the physics jetpack stuff is actually working. Okay, so now we can play with it, right? So what do we want to happen? So if we are grounded, we would like to go up. Like we'd like to apply a force up, right? We need to check the jump state before adjusting input acceleration to minimize latency and to make sure acceleration respects our potentially our new falling state. Applying input to acceleration. Physics volume changed. Okay. Now what we can do is take a look at this guy's physics code. Oof. Hmm. Okay, let's see here. Let's go up to his here. Take it onto the side here and see what see where he branches differently. Because I don't want to make it too big, but Fly has a lot of the stuff that I want. I think we're at the just. We don't need to worry about the ledge move stuff or run or anything like that, but okay, so teleported, false, decomponent, grav direction. V stepped up. Do so we're just setting velocity here, right? Hmm. 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 I have to fix this. I don't like these showing up, and I also don't like the method that I'm using for those. There we go. Okay, so we're not hitting this. Oh wait, no, we might be hitting this. We're going to do that. Here, what we're going to do is... No, we're going to leave it. Do that. It was right here that we wanted. There we go. Let's calculate our velocity. It can't access pointers, can it? Hmm. Okay, I'm changing that. This button that we're using for it is just not good. using middle mouse right now, and I do not like it. I do not like it at all. We're using spacebar now. There we go. Ah, fuck. I have a couple options with this, and one of them isn't even like a jetpack system. So let's go back to his stuff and take a quick gander over it here.
It's a lot. Also, I just wanted to show you what start new physics looks like. So this is the main like sort of parent physics function. This is our kind of miniature slide system. The actual system I'm turn the result because it's already last. The camera, you want to ignore the camera effects. So it's kind of a lot. It'll slice them into physics in through begin. So again, if you have to move it physics or send to a velocity directly, we're not going. There's no longer sliding. Start a new iteration in the same exact frame, but with a new if you have slide. So like you can go and read all the source code and find this stuff. I kind of comb through and try to understand, see what's reasonable, what I should put, and what's
Welcome
specific
back.
to their implementations. So that's these lines. I guess consider them boilerplate. Restore pre-additive root motion. This is interesting. So if you don't even know what root motion is, you can ignore this. But root motion is essentially when an animation controls the character's position and or velocity. Now technically, okay, so like in a slide, I probably would never want root motion to like take place because the slide is kind of a very specific movement. So I probably would not include this line if I was like making a slide for my game. I wanted to show it here for completeness because if you were to want to use root motion in a movement mode, you should probably use this line to make sure this all works correctly. So this next chunk here, this is our own logic. So we are checking to make sure that we have a valid slide. If our slide state is valid. So first we're checking if this get slide surface fails. So if we can't get a slide surface, there's nothing to slide on. We should be getting out of the slide. And also, if we are traveling under the slide speed, the minimum slide speed, we should also get out of the slide. So if either of these are true,
Okay,
we're
so
going to exit the
after
slide,
the
which we're going to find out
root.
in a second. And then we're going to start new physics. Again, if you haven't watched my architecture video, I highly recommend doing that because I go over kind of how the phys functions work, how the physics is set up in the character movement component. But this is kind of saying, all right, start a new iteration in the same exact frame, but with a new physics and a new physics function because we're no longer sliding because we just exited the slide. And then it's returning because obviously this context from here on down doesn't make any more sense since we're no longer sliding. If this is not the case, then we can proceed with doing more sliding stuff. So the first thing we're going to do is apply surface gravity to our velocity, which is just then we can proceed with doing more sliding
Okay,
stuff.
so
The first thing
restore. Too many devs. Ha ha ha. Sorry, I had to. There's two of us. Tech, like, it depends on what you mean by dev, right? Because, like, I'm the only dev, but, quote unquote dev. But the other guy is doing level design and the graphics based stuff and doing all the graphics based stuff and working out the uh the gameplay aspects and actually leading the project. So technically, like I don't know. I see it as kind of two devs, but some people might be like, oh, he's not programming, therefore he's not a dev, and I don't know. So I think it's this one. I think it's right here that we would do this, or right before this. And I don't think that we need root motion here, but we'll leave it just in case. And then here we can say, um, cumulative force. Applied momentum accumulated through hmm. Do, 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 do. Do I have a jump? No! Boo! Jump hold time. Hmm. Mm, can jump. Do jump. This is what I wanted. Has custom gravity. This is what we want. I think this is what we want down here. Hmm. Yeah, so there'll be two of us. Although there may or may not end up being a publisher, like a proper full publisher. We're not sure on what that's going to look like yet, though. So we will see. Here we go. We hit play. We have our characters. Look at that. There we go. And then we go to here. We open up the assets that we had open. We go into jetpacking. Here we go here. We go to here. We're going to then come down to here. We go to blueprints, ability system, gameplay, abilities, jetpack. Then save. Here, we're going to say instead of 2, we're going to -5. Winning. We're going to come back to here. We're going to remove these two and apply tag. Wait, what was that I just did? Jetpacking. Jetpacking. Then we're going to go over to here, go to gameplay effects, player, energy regen. This, we're going to say anything in the movement component for now. And then we're going to hit play. Then when we go like this, it doesn't work. Jetpacking. Let's make sure that I didn't break sprint. Okay, so sprint's working. Oh, wait. Should update energy. We don't need this. Right now, we don't care about any of this. This is just true. There we go. Jetpacking works. Okay, so I don't like this math, right? Get distance to ground. Floor, that's what it is. Mm. Or no, actually, this would be a timer, maybe? Is there a tracker for how... I could do it based off of delta time, actually. There's my jump velocity, right? So if we have a special flying velocity, right? So let's do this, right? Let's create a flying velocity, right? Here we do property, right? Blueprint, uh, sorry, edit defaults only, category equals AG. Sure. I'm going to change that because I actually want it to be like this. Max jetpack. To do character movement. Jetpacking. And then we would do this. Max jet packing velocity. What's our default jump velocity? If our jump velocity is 1024, let's do this as, say, 5,000. There. Starting jetpack velocity, we'll say 100. And then we're going to do one more. Jetpacking velocity over time. Ramp. We'll just say multiplier. There we go. So what we're going to do is update. Oh, wait. And then we'll have one here. Time since started jetpacking. And then we've got update, move. Oh, that's going to be complicated because the server and the client are going to be at a date here, and we'll have to send across all of that shit, like the the time needs to be sent across. Oh, that's a pain in the ass. Just thinking here. Mm. Mm. Uh, hmm. Hit time. Okay, so we don't want we don't want no, we do want distance from ground unless is falling. Get distance to object under feet. What about getting the distance to the object under the leg? Damn. We'd have to do a fucking line trace. Like, it's not really my ideal, but get current location. Trace line to get distance to these objects. Object under feet. Oh my god, can you stop doing get? This is not real. Can you please stop? Think for fuck's sakes. It had the right thing and then it changed it. Hmm. Wait, what if I do? Sorry, I'm testing. React to change in movement mode. One sec. One sec. Ooh. I feel like I'm constantly getting shocked by my headphones. Okay. We have to have a way of testing. Not that. It's probably in the falling. Rotate gravity towards. Hmm. This is essentially what I'm going to be doing. But instead of it going down, I'm going to up. New fall velocity. But I want to see how they're checking for ground. There it is, F hit result. Holding initial. In the version using F. Ooh. Interesting. If is swimming. Here we go. Okay, we're just gonna use a hit like they did. I think that we should change it from walking to falling. Actually, I'm going to do that real quick here. You're walking, falling. There we go. This is mostly what I want here. Okay, so if hit, where's our old vector? Oh no, it's oh there it is. Velocity z. Yeah. Okay, so what we're gonna do is if we are essentially landing or whatever, um, constable will hit. If hit, um, actually no, we can do it. Ooh, actually, get current. Get current acceleration. I think that's really what I want, though. Can you give me some quick maths? Math we can use to slowly ramp up the jet. The z velocity. This does work. uh, the delta time thing, I think I found one around here that used that, right? It was stashing something. I don't really want to do a delta time. Actually, no, because this is physics based, we could use it. No, I don't want that. Get time. Um, I think they've got something in here, don't they? Oh, they've just got delta time. There. Operator. Well, this is a double? How is this a double? Let's do it with a float. Why is this not working? Double. So it's the plus. Current velocity. That's why. Let's try it. Mhm. All right. Did we got an error. Where's current velocity? This needs to be still comes down to this. Much better. Uh, let's see if this one compiles and how it feels. Because the other one feels a bit too blah. Want it to like ramp up. um, I want to do it based off of distance to ground because that's not quite what I want. I don't want to do it based off of the... Actually, I could do it based off of math because I think this would just work. This is gonna be a little bit fucky right now, but like I think we can do with for now. So if we do I don't think this is going to be great, but it might work. And this will like adjust the, this could be adjusting the the setup here. We don't even leave the ground. Ah. Oh, that's because this is a times. All right. Hmm. Look at that. Oh my god. Oh god, that was funny. Okay. Oh. That was so good. Oh, I did this wrong. We'll say 10. Oh god, it's terrible. Let's say 1. Wow. That's really terrible. Oh, that's why. Let's do 10. Save all. And we're gonna fix this here. Uh, After I get this working, I'm probably gonna call it a night. Ten, a bit too slow. Oh, it wasn't even 10 because I had updated it. $100. $1,000. $5,000. What did I get wrong here? Let's go 50,000. Huh. What if we just do... I gotta think about this one. I think I'm gonna call it here. Oof. Starting to get hungry, that's why. Alright, thank you to everybody who showed up, and I will catch you all later. Thanks again. Bye-bye.